A lot of like off-season bonding. I saw a lot of things. So, kind of talking about what were some of your favorite moments outside the court this summer?
Just any time we got to get together, whether it's just for a meal or fishing, bowling, tons of different stuff. I'd say my favorite is probably just our weekly Bible studies that we do. Obviously, they're not mandatory or anything. You guys don't have to come if they want to, but a lot of guys have been coming, and we've seen the attendance of it go up since I was a freshman. So I'd say just the weekly Bible studies and growing that way together.
Who kind of led the charge for those to happen?
For Bible study?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of all of us. It's mostly player-led. Coach Cliff and Nate Chili have really helped a lot, and then me, Gabe, Luke. I mean, a bunch of different guys have chipped in and contributed to making that happen.
How do you think those moments contribute to you guys on the court?
Just helps us grow in our relationship and our trust, and just getting to know each other on deeper levels than just basketball players, and that translate to just overall chemistry and just get to know each other well.
A lot of guys, including you, said you guys go out to eat a lot, Kirkwood, all that kind of stuff. How many times have you encouraged them to get the real deal?
Currently not a thing. I'm trying to figure out what I want it to be this upcoming year. But once it's back on the menu, I'll definitely be in their ears about it for sure.
All right, what's your go-to place in Bloomington?
It's tough. It depends. Like, if it's quick, I'll just get Chipotle. But like a true restaurant, uptown probably.
Were you a Cafe Pizzeria fan?
I was. Yeah, I used to go there growing up with my grandparents.
What was your reaction to the news?
It's saddening. I had heard that it might be coming, and to see it happen, obviously it's sad, but we'll see what they put there next. So.
What's it been like, kind of the last couple of years, where the roster gets remade, 75%, and you're kind of got all these new teammates? What's it been like, kind of to do that over and over again here the last couple of years?
It's fun. It's a new challenge. Seeing guys leave is never fun because you build such a great relationship over the year. But knowing that they're leaving to go try to chase their dreams is promising, and then bringing in guys and getting to know people in the transfer portal, and then eventually the guys who commit here is a lot of fun because it's just a new opportunity, a new challenge to reset everything and go about things the right way and just try to win.
Does it get kind of exhausting, like the constant turnover year over year?
Not as much as you'd think. For me, at least, it was never a question of leaving to go anywhere else. So I knew no matter what, I was going to be here. Trey was going to be here. Coach Woodson was going to be here. So I think that kind of gives a peace of mind for me. And then new guys come in. It's just another challenge, another opportunity to see what we can do.
Was there anything you learned from getting the guys acclimated last year that you used this year?
Yeah, most people have noticed, but we did a lot of team bonding type stuff off the court, and I think that was a big thing we noticed between last year and this year. Is with so many new guys, you got to build relationships. You got to get to know people before the going gets tough and you're in the middle of the season and things can get hard. So I think we've done a really good job of building relationship and camaraderie between the teammates.
So last year you guys just didn't do it. I mean, it was mostly down on the court essentially.
No. We did team bonding plenty last year as well. It's just we've taken it to another level. I would say it wasn't like last year we weren't doing team bonding.
Gotcha. Anything that stands out? Because you guys did like a organized stuff too. Like any kind of activity you guys did together that was meaningful over the off season?
We've done a whole bunch of stuff, but all in all, just spending time with the guys outside the court, whether it's just eating or playing video games or doing anything like that, is great for us.
How long did you feel like it took this team to gel in the offseason?
Not very long at all. I mean, a week or two maybe. I mean, I don't want to say we're completely gel right now, but we are really, really close as a team, and I think that our overall just team chemistry and our bonds on and off the court are really strong, so it's promising.
I want to say that Trey mentioned that he started recruiting for last year right after you all landed. How involved were you in that process?
Yeah, I mean, we talking with the coaches and in the transfer portal, seeing guys that whether we wanted to play with them eventually or the coaches wanted to bring them here, just being in communication with them and trying to make sure that guys who are coming in here had the right mindset and the right priorities.
So you recommended, essentially, right?
So what?
You recommended, like, hey, I like this guy, I like this fit? Or is that kind of how that went?
Not formally, I'd say, but I think just in general, like, if we saw guys in the portal, we would just reach out to them and see what they were talking about and see what they were thinking. And then, like I said, if maybe our priorities didn't align with guys in the portal, then we wouldn't go any further than that. But I think just keeping an open mind and just trying to help your recruiter and the guy that can bring people in.
What was your pitch?
we're here to win games, and when you win as a team, individual success will come. So being here in a place that will repay you for the rest of your life, if you're able to have success, is basically the main thing.
And Trey both play in recruiting the new guys that came in this year.
Oh yeah, we were on everybody in the portal, just trying to build relationships, tell them what our goals are, see what their goals are, and see if they match up, and if they do, try to do whatever we could to get them to come join us and try to win a Big Ten national title.
Is there a new guy in particular that's really stood out to you this summer?
I'll say all of them. I mean, they're all really special. We brought them all here for a reason. They're talented enough to help us contribute to winning.
Is it tough to have consistent turnover in this new era of college sports with the transfer portal and NIL and just as much movement as we're seeing? Definitely,
it makes each season different and unique. But that challenge is something that's kind of fun to approach because no matter what, if new guys are coming in, there's a chance for you to set the tone and set a standard and a culture that you want. And for me, as being my last year, it's an opportunity for me to come in and set the tone with new guys who come and tell them, what we're going to be about and what I want to be about and how that can help us win.
Is there a different way of recruiting as a player that you approach with seniors in high school versus transfer portal recruits?
Maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's just trying to find guys who want to be here and want to be here for the sake of Indiana, not just their own personal success. So that's kind of the underlying tone is you got to have the right guys with a good shoulder on their head that want to win games. So that's what it really comes down to.
On your senior day, you seemed like you wanted to get something off your chest. What was on your mind?
We'll leave that in the past, but we're here to win games, and that's the goal, and that's what we work hard to do. So no matter what people think or see or say, that's our goal.
Were you frustrated with kind of a vocal minority of people? Because in the actual game, that Michigan State game, I was struck by the crowd itself was very positive. There was no booing or anything.
Right.
So there must have been some smaller element that was frustrating you.
No, I mean that's how fans are. You win games, they're happy. You lose games, they're not.
Sure.
That's why we're out there. We're out there trying to win games, and sometimes we underperform, sometimes we overperform. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to win games, and that's what it comes down to.
Have you felt the vibes kind of flip around campus and around town over the last few months?
Sure. I mean, vibes are certainly high right now, considering football's having a great year.
Right,
So
right.
that definitely helps. But yeah, I mean, it's always positive in the off season because the world's ours, and our goals are certainly intact. So the vibes are definitely high, and we'll hopefully carry that through the season.
What can you speak about the depth that you have this team kind of going into this next season?
Yeah, we got a lot of guys who are all in here with different skill sets, but have a lot of experience playing college basketball and a lot of experience winning at this level. So it's great for us to have a number of options, a lot of guys that we can go to no matter what the scenario is.
When you see players come from powerhouse programs like Arizona and just kind of those big level college programs, what does that tell you about Indiana's program right now?
Obviously, it means we're in a pretty good spot for where we want to be and where we want to go, but we've got a lot more work to do. So we've brought the pieces in and guys that we want to be on our team, and now we just got to put it all together.
What impact has JR had on your career so far, not even just in high school, but beyond now?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a mentor to me. He really, really taught me what it meant to be coached and to accept coaching as a high schooler, and I think that translated over well to college because it is tough, and coaching can always sometimes come off as personal, but just understanding that it's coaching and the coach set the same goals as us, and that's just to win games. So Coach Holmes has always been a great mentor to me.
That transition between high school and college, what specifically was the big things that you needed to work on going from high school to college, being in Mr. Indiana, Mr. Basketball, and then becoming more of a bench piece?
Well, that was a long time ago. So if I can remember correctly, I would say just being confident and trusting the work that I put in, knowing that I belong there and that it's going to be hard.
What did this past season teach you from a standpoint of kind of just staying patient? Like your opportunities came the year prior, they didn't come as much. Like what did that teach you in terms of staying focused and patient?
I'd say, I mean, that's just overall my college career in general. It's just been about being patient and trusting it and staying ready and knowing that if I'm about the right things every day, that when my name's called, I'm going to be ready to perform and help us win. So that's really what it's all about. And being here, just even in practice or walking around like the facility is a dream come true for me. So anything on top of that is just an added bonus.
What do you think when it comes to Trey? Like, he shot the ball really well 2 years ago. Last year struggled at times. Like, what do you think the key is for him to kind of get that rhythm back this year?
I mean, he's going to have the rhythm. Last year, with the pieces we had and some injuries, like with X going down, it required Trey to change his role. So playing more point guard rather than being able to come off and catch the ball and just shoot is obviously a lot different. So I think, I know he'll be fine, but for him it's just relaxing and embracing the role that he has, whatever it is on this team this year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you guys.
We brought in a lot of pieces that we knew we needed to bring in, and now we're just working together to get that chemistry and try to win games.
Coach kind of talked about wanting to play maybe a more modern style of offense, getting the ball, pushing the pace, getting up tempo and stuff. How do you think that fits with the guys that you have on the team?
Really well. Obviously, he's going to try to make it to fit to our skill sets, but we got a lot of guys who can make a lot of plays and hit shots, and we got bigs down low who can get some buckets. So it should be good for us and give a lot of guys opportunities to shine.
Another thing that he was talking about was just the depth that this team has. How do you feel, and has he had a conversation with you about your role on this team maybe this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the oldest guy now, so I'm certainly a leader, and I've been here longest. I know the system as well as anyone, so just helping guys learn it and get used to everything that we're doing, and then just make winning plays and help contribute to winning stuff last year.
As a leader, how have you seen some of the young guys, maybe the redshirt freshmen like Jakai, Gabe, even he's only a sophomore, Bryson Tucker, how have you kind of helped them adapt and kind of get acclimated to the new year?
Yeah, well, especially for Tuck coming from high school, it's obviously a big jump, so just helping him with the mental aspect side of things and the preparation and everything that's going to take, but he's skilled enough to make it happen, so I'm just there to help guys understand concepts better and answer questions that they have.
I guess it might be an unfair question considering they're two different players, but do you see any resemblance in the talent maybe or the athleticism of McKenzie last year and now Bryson this year?
Sure. I mean, they're both McDonald's All-American level 5-star type guys who are really, really skilled. So they both have bright futures ahead of them, and we know that they're going to be great for us this year.
Still a good amount of time before the season start. How have you seen the guys start to gel, get some chemistry together?
Yeah, I mean, we're even since when we first got together this summer, we've all been hanging out and doing stuff off the court, which has really helped us with communication and everything on the court. So the trust is starting to grow. We have a lot of different ways that we've all bonded, but just in general, just spending time together has really taken it to another level.
Has there been something in particular that's kind of stuck out when, like, an activity that you guys did that was more enjoyable than something else?
I mean, we've done a lot of stuff really every week, but I'd say we got a lot of guys who come to Bible study and chapel each week with Coach Cliff and Nate Chili, so it's been good to bond through Bible study for a lot of us.
What's it been like having Chili around the program still?
It's awesome. He's been one of my closest friends since I was a freshman. He was a sophomore, so for him to come back and continue to chase his dreams and follow God's path for him has been really great and special. And he obviously has been around a lot, so he gets it.
You and Trey, you announced coming back for this year. What's kind of the excitement level for this, final ride?
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a final ride. We know it's our last chance trying to do this, and we want to win a Big Ten and national title. So we're just trying to take it day by day, but make sure that we're taking the right steps towards getting there.
Two of the new guards, Cannon Carlisle, Miles Rice, Coach Woodson talked about their speed being really the biggest difference between maybe some things in the years past. What have you noticed from those two?
Yeah, really, really talented, super skilled guys, quick, athletic, can lead, can guard, can defend. So they're really hard to guard, and they're going to make us a really dynamic team for sure.
Is there anything particularly about their game, maybe twitchiness, that makes them that hard to guard?
Yeah, I mean, Miles is just really, really fast, skilled. K9 can really pass the ball, so it's just making reads off ball screens, creating for others, and getting guys open, getting guys shots is something that they're both really good at.
Thanks.
What do you envision your role being this year, coming off of a year where you had a lot of key critical minutes for the first time in your college career? So with now quite a few new transfers, what do you see yourself doing?
Just continue to build on last year, being someone that the coaching staff trusts when it comes down to the end of the game and it's time to win games. They know I'm well prepared and I know everything that's going to come my way. So just continuing to do that and add more offensively, whether it's shooting the ball or playing more point guard type stuff, but just contributing to winning ultimately, and that's my only goal, whether it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 40 minutes. So.
With a guy like Ballo coming in, are there any similarities with him, Trace, Khalil, even over the past couple of years? Anything that you've noticed?
No, it's actually pretty cool because they're all really, really different players and how they play, but they're all super high level, really talented, and they're going to require, like Trace and Khalil both require teams to double them. Bo's going to be the same way. If teams don't double him, he's just going to dominate the paint. So they're all three really talented. I'm excited to see what O brings us this year.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yep.
You competed against Trey since high school, and now you've been teammates for the last 5 years. How has your relationship developed now in these last few years in college?
Yeah, it's been great. He's my best friend. We've been roommates for forever. Been friends for forever competing, but we trust each other a lot, and we're close on and off the court. So I know there's nothing he wouldn't do for me, and the same goes for me to him.
What's it like with that friendship when he's going through another surgery here and doing the rehab and all that stuff? And how much do you have to kind of be the the guy there for him on his bad days?
Yeah, I try to be there as much as I can for him. I know he's been there for me on my not so great days, but just being able to see him go through what he's gone through and just having to be so relentless and never giving up and constantly working to get better and get back to where he wants to be has been really special. And I'm glad I get to be by his side because he's a great teammate and a guy that I want in my corner.
We haven't had a chance to see Bryson Tucker at all ourselves yet. You've had a chance to run up and down the floor with him this summer a little bit. Can you give me a little scouting report on him as a player and also what kind of kid he is?
Great kid, good head on his shoulders, super young, so I'll say he's very raw and talented and really skilled, but he's going to bring us a lot. He's really athletic. I hope he's here more than 1 year, but there's a chance he's not. He's really, really skilled, and his ceiling's very high.
What made you want to come back for a fifth?
For a fifth year?
Yeah.
Just being here, being home, the opportunity to finish my MBA, another year of eligibility, another year to put the jersey on is something that's obviously really special, and then working to win a Big Ten national title.
How optimistic are you guys? Do you feel like this team could do that?
Absolutely. I feel like every year going into it, anybody can win it. So for us, that's our goal, and that's what motivates us every day, is just trying to get a little bit better, and hopefully when March comes around, we're in position to make some runs.